child obsessions. If I could feel, I'd take away your pain. If I was strong, I'd keep you close and render you defenseless. If I was gone, I'd hope you'd take my place. You got me feeling like an animal. Deep down and feeling paralyzed. You've got me feeling like I have no other hand to hold in this assisted suicide. So say something beautiful, say what you're keeping inside. This anticipation, say something meaningful, say what you're trying to hide. This anticipation, 'cause I will only let you down. So say something beautiful, say what you're keeping inside. This anticipation, say something meaningful, say what you're trying to hide. This anticipation, 'cause I will only let you down. Let you down.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty special right now. The first time I saw Seether was in 2009, and to be in this room with this few people and have such an intimate show, thank you guys for being here today. This is amazing. I'm Shannon Guns. We're doing this for Octane Live at the Nashville studios. And man, I got all the feels. How are you guys feeling? You just got off tour with Stained and Tim Montana. Tim's cool. How was the
Super
tour?
cool, yeah, super cool guy. It was cool to see him and get to know him through that one tour. It was the first time for us to meet him, so yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and you guys played the big festivals. How'd
Yeah, those
feel?
are fun. I like to get there and just be one of a lineup and not responsible for selling tickets.
Not as much pressure. Take the
Just get to have
pressure
fun,
off.
you know?
We've got a few fan questions here today. And the first question is there a song you've never played live before that you guys wish you could? And what is the reason why maybe that you can't? That's from Amanda.
I think there's a lot of songs that we just don't play them because most people don't want to hear them. So it's like...
Lies!
Oh, no. Mostly when you play shows, people want to hear the singles and stuff that's been on the radio. So, like, there's a couple songs on this new album that we probably will never play live that I really like, but they're like way down the track listing, and they're more sort of like, I don't know, what would be considered a deep cut at this point. But there's a lot of songs that on every album there's at least one where I'm like, man, I love this song, but nobody cares. So
See, but you don't know if you don't try.
I don't know. I've been doing this for long enough to know people don't like the new shit.
Well, I mean, too, you can look back at some of the older albums that are no longer new, find some of those deep cuts. You guys have been able to tour for as many years as you have. Maybe some of those deep cuts people do want to hear. Just saying.
So what the problem is you only get an hour and a half, and you only get so many songs to play. So.
Who wants an evening with Seether someday? I mean, come on, you guys could play an evening with. So, yeah, that would be amazing if you could do that. We've got more songs for you guys to play today, and we're going to get into some covers. We're going to get into a brand new song off of the upcoming album, and we can just get into more live music here in Nashville. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool cowboy boots.
Dude, you got to wear cowboy boots when you're in Nashville,
We're in
right?
Nashville,
It's
yeah.
mandatory. They do like three for the price of one somewhere on Broadway. You can get a
We
pretty
were
good
just
deal.
down there shopping with Emily from here at Sirius XM. She bought a pair of boots last night. I was wearing my Chuck Taylors, though. You guys are wearing your Chucks and your boots, but I wore my Chucks last night on Broadway.
Yeah, be careful what you step in.
It's country town, Cowtown. More live music here from Nashville. This is Seether on Octane.
Speak your mind. Oh, you're no friend of mine. Feast your eyes on poor helpless concubine. What have I done to myself? What have I done to myself? Now I'm alone, and it feels like I've lost all control. I need to go home and salvage what's left of my soul. Reveal your guise. Oh, you're so serpentine. I feel rebound. It seems it's all by design. What have I done to myself? Now I'm alone, and it feels like I've lost all control. I need to go home and salvage what's left of my soul. Waves, they keep crashing around me. Pain, waves of broken symphony. This rage keeps taking hold of me. This pain won't let me let go of myself.
You want me to tell you what the next song is?
That's so. I just had
I wrote everybody hand set list, and we've all lost them except for Corey had one. So
Next
I gave him-
next
I gave
is
him
Dangerous.
I had the biggest panic attack that I
you.
wasn't starting the next song. Did y'all see it? I was like, oh,
It's almost like it's worse when there's not like 20,000 people, right? When there's like just this many, it's like, oh my God.
This dude right here is like looking at me going, don't mess up, bud.
Yeah. I was feeling it on that last one. I'm like, fuck, what were you going to say? Fuck. Where am I going with this?
We're
Just
cool,
lost
right? We're
it.
cool, right? Like,
We good. Yeah, you're supposed to play Dangerous right now, though.
All right, that's good to know. Thanks.
This is not part of me. I'm not supposed to be talking right now.
Oh, are we playing now?
that was the best
This is
talk we've
scripted.
had
right.
so
I
far.
have it written down.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Let's go.
I'm so glad that just happened. My nerves just went.
So take them off, the blinders that cover your eyes. Don't break new ground, just follow the beaten path. Well, all I can do in the end is bury it in the cellar. And only a fool would pretend to blame it on the weather. It's so dangerous, all this blamelessness, and I feel like I've lost all the good I've known. It's so dangerous, all this shamelessness, and I feel like I'm watching a tumor grow. Yeah. So take them down, the roses you've smothered, they died. I hear the cries of souls you have eaten since. We all must revere and defend the fortune of the teller. We all must subdue and suspend belief that this gets better. So dangerous, all this blamelessness, and I feel like I've lost all the good I know. It's so dangerous, all this shamelessness, and I feel like I'm watching a tumor grow. Yeah, please just say no, you won't be satisfied, not unless you know your name is verified. God, I hope you choke on hate and stomach bile, even as you sing the praise of being aside. Please just say you know you won't be satisfied, not unless you know your name is verified. God, I hope you choke on hate and stomach bile, even as you sing the praise of being aside. It's so dangerous, all this blamelessness, and I feel like I've lost all the good I got. It's so dangerous, all this shamelessness, and I feel like I'm watching a tumor grow. Yeah. And I feel like I've lost all the good I know. Yeah. And I feel like I'm watching a tumor grow.
Seether. Is this thing on? It's not. Oh, there we go. Seether! Live in the Nashville Sirius XM studios. I'm Shannon Guns. It's Octane. That one off of Dangerous, or that Dangerous off of your 2020 album 4 years ago. And your first album came out in 2002, which is 22 years ago. How young does that make you feel?
It makes us official dad rock band now. We should all be wearing New Balance and jorts.
No, you're
'cause that would
cool,
make us
Dad.
really
You got your Chuck Taylors on, which leads me to your bracelet.
Yeah.
Sean, did one of the kiddos make that
Yeah,
for
my
you?
daughter Lily made it. Says "I love you, Daddy" on it.
Oh, I love it.
She makes these all the time. It's not like okay, it is cool and it's very special, but I get a new one every time I leave. So this is the most recent one.
So what do you do with them? I mean,
I stash them all in my. I have a little my drawer actually next to my bed. I have a collection of various hues and designs of daddy bracelets. But yeah, it's
I love that. How old is
reminds you
she?
of him. She's going to be 7 next Saturday. So not this Saturday, but next week. So
She's already showing her artistic abilities.
yeah, she was
making
supposed to
you
be here
jewelry.
today, but her grandmother was way more exciting to hang out with than us. So.
It's like hang out with my rock star dad or hang out with
That's
grandma.
fine. That's cool. I'm already not cool. Well, no, she's kind of like, she already behaves like a teenager, so it's already like she doesn't like to be around us. My wife and I are just cool. She's already, she's 6 going on 26. And, yeah, but at least she makes cool things to look at every once in a while.
She does. She loves her daddy. She goes, but grandma. Probably grandma gets to spoil her. Like your job isn't
true.
that the thing with
Sweets.
grandparents? They spoil, they give all the treats, and then when they're on that sugar high, here you go, Dad. You can have them back.
That's exactly what happens. And also she gets away with like, well, usually I'm allowed to go to bed at 9. Which, she's pushing it by an hour and a half or whatever it is. But she's got to try. I mean, that's what kids are good at. It's pushing, seeing how far over the line they can step, And she's really
Are
good
you
at
good
that.
with boundaries, Dad?
Yeah, I think.
Good.
I'm good at setting them. I don't know how good I am at enforcing them because at the end of the day, I spend so much time yelling at both of them because one of them is 1.5 and he's like the Energizer Bunny. He just never stops. And she's going on 7. So it's plenty of time yelling no at them. And then the dog as well. So, it's domestic bliss.
The good thing is she's old enough to where she might be able to help with the babysitting later. So you do have that going for you.
Oh, and I can't wait till her brother's bigger than her and he can kick her ass. Because right now she's really into teasing and like he's got this note that he hits when he screams and it's difficult to explain, but like your eyes start shaking and your ears distort. And I've been playing loud music on stage for like 30 years, maybe more. And I've never heard or experienced something like that until kids. They have this insane, it's like half pterodactyl, half human child. But yeah, it's a good time.
Any parents out here? Yeah, so you get it. I have 2 dogs, so I mean, but my Frenchie can scream like she is a human child, and she does do that.
They're also dramatic.
They are the most dramatic dogs, I swear. Got another question from Ian in Chattanooga. Ian, there you are over there. So I'm asking this because I also want to know. Could we ever see a tour with you playing Finding Beauty in Negative Spaces in full? Because Steve, I'm just thinking 20th anniversary. Do you have plans in 2027?
Oh, was that what it would be? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might still be.
Sounds like a good
We
idea.
might not be in wheelchairs by then. But yeah, I mean, we want to do all those kinds of things. It's just, again, it's like there was that whole we're not allowed to leave our homes for a couple of years thing that kind of threw a bit of a wrench and
That was
everything.
a thing.
But yeah, so when this album comes out, I think we'll have a little bit more touring than we had in the past 4 years. But at some point, that'd be cool to do, even if it's just a one-off thing, and not a whole tour of it, because I think it's kind of a niche thing. But we've got a couple albums that have been out for 20 plus years now that we might at some point consider doing that with. But again, it's just finding the time to do it and.
While raising children.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They have a lot of needs, those little buggers.
Do you ever take them out on tour with you?
I have not yet. I think there's a couple things. Like my daughter comes out to shows that are nearby, and my wife will come out sporadically and leave the kids with grandma. But at some point, it'd be nice during the summer. We just aren't touring this summer because there's no real point right now. But maybe next summer be something cool to try. I just don't. Well, and I guess we're kind of a very different band than we were 20 years ago. So bringing kids on this bus is not anywhere near the kind of experience it would have been 20 years ago. So
What is so this will be like biggest difference? I mean, I can probably come up with a couple, but like, can you say like the biggest difference between Seether Bus 20 years ago and Seether Bus now?
There's a lot less like random baggies of shit.
And the smell.
And there's a lot less booze and stuff. So it's
Keep a cleaner bunk these days, guys?
Smells better. Smells
yeah.
better. For
Not
sure.
Dale. Dale's bunk is still disgusting, I would say.
I keep it real. Flying the
Hey,
flag.
look, have you noticed Dale bought a new pair of pants? He hasn't had a new pair of pants since what?
2010.
Dale, do you
2010.
wear, like, when you're on tour, you'll just wear the same pants or shorts, like, kind of all tour?
Oh yeah,
My husband
I'll
is
make a
notorious
suitcase.
for that.
I'll
I
make
don't.
the suitcase last like 8-9 weeks.
Dude, I have to tell Chad to take his pants off so I can wash them when he's home.
They do-
And I'm
it's
like,
a
you're
gift.
not on tour.
He has a gift.
What are you
What can
doing?
I say?
They do smell like cousins. I mean, like.
He also coordinates that I'm at the last stop of tour so that I can help clean out the bunk.
Lucky
which
you.
is, oh yeah, that's always a good time.
That's the perks of marriage.
Well, you guys have been known to do some covers in your day, play covers for us on stage and other things. So why don't we get into a cover now?
All right.
And why did we choose this specific cover?
Because it's not a grunge band, I guess. We've
Okay.
done so many grunge band covers. We wanted to do something different and see how it goes.
All right.
So here it is.
Cover me up. I can't believe how much I hate pressures of a new place thrown my way. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. I crumble underneath the weight. Pressures of a new place thrown my way. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. Spirits in my room, friend or foe. Felt it in my youth, I feel it when I'm old. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. Taking off my jumpsuit, cover me. I can't believe how much I hate pressures of a new place roll my way. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. Jumpsuit, jumpsuit, cover me. I'll be right there, but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, I'll stop my plans, but you'll have to tie me down and break both of my hands. If you need anyone, I'll be right there, but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, if you need anyone, if you need anyone,
Thanks.
I almost told you what it was, Corey.
Yeah.
Since that one time I had a panic attack.
Now you got to confirm.
Play another one?
Yeah, you're playing Wasteland.
Oh, okay.
And then we can talk again.
Nobody tells me what the fuck to do around here.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Play Wasteland now.
At the end of the day, you're so soft-spoken. But don't hang your head from me. Nobody seems to believe in the reasons you feel so lonely. Nobody seems to accept them the way that I do. Don't shed a tear for me. Nobody seems to be willing to save me from purgatory. Nobody seems to be able to shed the treadwheel. Oh, this strange wasteland of ours. Say something.
I love that one. I thought about singing, but then I was worried that my mic might be on. I'd ruin the experience for everybody.
Oh, you can help me out.
Shannon's got skills. Come on, girl.
You don't want me to sing. I could sing Reba. I like Fancy. That is my go-to song. Don't play it. Nobody wants to
get
sing
on
it.
up here and let's do
But
this.
That's my go-to karaoke song. Do you guys like karaoke?
Dale is a big fan of
Yeah.
annoying the local
Down in
attendees.
Africa, that's what he sings.
Yeah, my enjoyment of karaoke is directly tied to my alcohol consumption.
I think
If that's high, my enjoyment's high also.
we could find a karaoke place tonight, Dale.
Okay.
I mean, I'll sing fancy, but again, I'm going to need a couple seltzers. I'm with you on the alcohol.
I'm going to need considerably more than salsas. Put it that way.
All right, so we have one more question from one of our SiriusXM listeners that's here. Carmen is talking a little bit about songwriting. What does a typical songwriting process look like for you, and what is a lyric that you've written that you still resonate the most with? Wow, that last part's probably loaded, but...
Oh, yeah. It's also not going to be answered. Typically, it's like, sit down, either have an idea or don't have an idea, but just keep messing around on guitar until something starts forming. And sometimes nothing happens in an entire day, and other times 5-6 ideas come out, and just kind of keep writing until you feel like a song is done or close to done or at least resembling a song, and then either work on it a little bit longer or leave it and put it to the side and then come back at some other point and keep writing on it. But there's plenty of garbage that comes out that way too, so you need the shitty songs to really make the better songs seem a lot better. So it's kind of the process is just sitting down and spending as much time as you need. Like this album took probably about a year to write it. There were probably about 35 ideas to start off with, and then we cut it down to 20 ideas that were sort of somewhat finished demos, and then eventually we ended, I think, with like 16 or 17 actually finished songs. And then from there, picked the 11 that made it to the album. So there's 2, I guess, on the bonus edition, and then there's also like another 2 or 3 that were extra songs that we recorded. So yeah, there's no real direction or plan. It's just kind of like, all right, let's see what happens. And some days, again, like I said, some days nothing happens and you feel like a total loser because you're like, oh, maybe I should do something else for a living. Because it is kind of demoralizing, but by the same token, you can't really force it, because if you do, then that's when I find that a lot of the stuff that if I sit down and go, yo, today I'm going to do this, or I'm going to write this, or I'm going to write, it just doesn't work. So it's, and a lot of it is like driving in your car and suddenly being inspired, and you have to pull out your phone and yell into it and doing a guitar riff like dun, 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 while you're trying to avoid the dude that's slamming on his brakes and, doing 75 down the highway. So I'm kidding. I only do 70 police officers. Even 75 is so tame. But yeah, there's no real process. It's just kind of wait until it figures itself out. But lyrically, there's a lot of songs, especially on this album, that I not specifically mention anything, but like there's a lot of lyrical content on this one that's certainly, a lot of it was farmed from, a couple of years of being told that you suck and you're useless and you don't have the right to go out and be amongst the masses because, that's just what we were told to do. And I think that inherently that pissed me off a lot, because being told that you are not quote unquote essential is kind of a shitty thing to hear after doing this for 20-something years, and they say, well, no, you can't do that anymore. And you go, well, fuck, what do I do with my life now? It's like I don't do anything else except for that. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of that that I dealt with on this, but mostly I'd say every song on this album, there's definitely at least a lyric per song that I'm like, all right, that's one that really hits home, so I'm going to not really divulge that too much,
This is the third album that you've actually produced.
Yeah.
For what is the difference, going from having a producer and just going in and doing your thing to now kind of, a producer's the boss when you're in the studio, right? Yeah. And what's the difference there?
Well, I think, you're right that the producer is the boss, and a lot of them sort of see that as that, and they think that they are best qualified and best equipped to make you sound the way they think you should sound. And it's like, all right, cool. I get it, because, you've sold some albums. And we had one producer, like, every day you pushed open the studio door, he had his list of albums that he sold that week just to let you know how badass he is. And I was like, fuck that guy, because it's not, but then you walk into his studio and he's got every single band playing the same guitars on the same, clean as this guitar through this amp and then dirty as that. And I was like, well, that doesn't, then we sound like everybody else. So we worked with one producer who was awesome, and it was Brendan O'Brien, and we did a couple albums with him. And I think when we did the second one, it felt like we'd reached a point where, in the first one we did a lot of pre-production, and there was a lot of writing stuff that he taught me and everything, and by the time we did the second one, he didn't do anything except for re-record the demos, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take a shot at this next time, because if that guy doesn't come to me and say, hey man, I think this needs to happen, or that needs to change, I was like, all right, cool. And just on top of that, it's like, I didn't care anymore what some producer thought. I know what I wanted to sound like, and I think in some ways there are bands that need them, and there's definitely a value to a producer in many aspects and in many places, but I just failed to see any more value in somebody coming in and sort of basically saying, this is how we're going to do stuff, when it's like, well, I don't want to do it that way anymore, So,
well, you've done it long enough to know what you want to do. You're not these younger bands need a producer to give them direction. Some bands need a producer to make them all agree and get along and mesh to do a record. But, you guys, you've been doing it long enough. You know what you want. You got your vision, and get it done.
And it was taking from everybody and learning, like, that's what I don't want to do at all. And this is what I do want to do. And then, it was fairly nerve-wracking the first time, but now it just seems like that's the way to go, because Corey comes in and helps the engineer, and we have another engineer, Matt Hyde, who's a producer in his own right. He did some Deftones stuff and some
Deftones, that's a good band.
Yeah, exactly. And so we all come in, and it's fun, because there's no obligation to somebody else whose motivation is not always clear. And that's the thing, is like their motivation is, I'm going to put my name on this and you're welcome. But other than that, it's like, well, if we're doing the same thing as everybody else is doing, then I don't want to do it that way, And since we've done it ourselves, everything is certainly mixed closer to what I would like it to sound like, and it's the guitar tones are better, and there's no, because some producers were like, oh, we're going to mix it really we're going to pull the guitars out of the mix, but man, I did this really cool piano bit that needs to shine. It's like, well, bro, we're not a piano band, but
we don't have a piano on stage with us.
Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
One guy was like in the room, like he had like 2 ping pong bats, and he's like, I was like, dude, yeah.
More cowbell.
Well, that's one of those things I'm not gonna do again, Like one of those washboards, it's like, come on,
dude. My dad played the washboard when I was a kid. We'd go to the lake, and he would play it, and his buddies would play guitar, and that's cool next to the lake, on a big old stage. I don't know.
Exactly. I think that might work in some instances, but I don't know that it fits in this context. So.
Well, I'll speak for all of us here in the room. I'm happy that you're doing that. You're playing the music and staying true to what you want in your heart, because, that's what we want anyway, right? As fans? Yeah. Well, I love being here in the Nashville studios, having you guys perform for us. Thank you for being here,
Thanks for having us.
And I know Octane is going to love hearing this, and now we're really in for a treat. Do you guys want to hear a brand new song? Because in case you don't know the next song that you're playing, it's a brand new one.
Thank you.
Brand spanking new. Judas Mind.
All right. Whoopsies, here we go again.
escape to a world unbroken. And though